Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi everyone, I'm Charlize, your state president, and I thank you all so much for coming tonight. Before we get started, we're going to do a quick little overview. So if you can, change your name to your name, and then if you're middle school or high school, and then your school name. And then please just raise your hand before a meeting or send me or anyone else of the state officers questions directly. And if you can, put your camera on. We love to see your faces. Margot is going to send the agenda in the chat right now. And just to let you know, we will be recording this meeting for anyone who isn't able to be in attendance, and it will be up to in our YouTube channel. So if you want to share with your chapters or your advisor or anything like that, it will be up on the YouTube channel within the next few weeks. Just to double check.
Charlize,
Yep.
What channel should I send the agenda in? Because we don't have a chat channel for VCRM.
You can open the chat. It's like.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm sending it now.
Okay. Hey there, are we ready with the recording?
All good to go.
Okay, perfect. So to start off, we're going to do a quick little icebreaker, and we're going to do the infamous fruit question, which is, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be and why? So we'll do the state officers first. So I would be a peach because I would like to peach for the stars.
I haven't really thought this out at all. I don't know if I have a pun, but I don't know. I kind of upstaged Will last year at States with my pear pun, so I'd be a pear just to relive that moment.
Okay. Well, I was actually going to say that right now. So let's see. Oh, you really? Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me do some quick thinking. Okay. I'll be an orange because aren't you glad that I'm your state secretary? Be a good one.
All right, I'll just use the one I used at the speeches. So I'd be a berry because I'm very sweet.
I would be a berry because I want to thank you all very much for coming to the meeting.
Will stole mine, so I'm gonna make an audible real quick, and I'll say I'll be a watermelon because I've got seeds of wisdom.
I also forgot mine from before, but I know I said Clementine last year at States, so I would say that now.
So those are our introductions. We're just going to go in the order that I have on the Discord. So Anika, can you give us what fruit you would be and why?
Okay, hi. I think I would be a fig because they are very healthy fruits and they stay alive in the harshest of droughts. And I think I'm a really good worker, so I think I'll be able to survive in harshest of challenges.
That Eva?
I would definitely be a grape because I'm grateful to be here tonight.
Wonderful. McKenna? Was it just me, or is my computer glitching, or did you guys not hear that either? Okay. I can see that your mic is off, but if you can just put it in the chat instead. I'm not really sure what's up with Discord today. McKenna's doing that. Olivia, what would you
Typing,
be?
guys.
Why?
Don't worry.
I would probably be a cherry because I'm a very cherry person.
And then Trisha?
I would be a banana because I have a lot of layers to myself.
And McKenna would be a pineapple. Great, guys. Okay, up next in our agenda is our initiative and committee updates. So each one of our state officers is going to give a quick rundown on what we've been working on individually and as a group. So first off is our Discord server, as you guys all know about because you're on it right now. We've been working this year to definitely get more people active on the Discord. So as you've seen in our others tab, we have been sending weekly discussion prompts just to get people talking. And if you know some people in your chapter who aren't part of the Discord, definitely send the link their way so they can join and be part of our discussions and things like that. We have also been meeting with other states. Next week, we're planning to meet with Oklahoma TSA, and in the future, we're planning to meet with Georgia and New Jersey to connect with those states. I just got off the National State Presidents meeting, so I did get to connect with them a little bit. However, it's better if we connect with them one-on-one, just so that we can talk about ways to expand their conference and our conference to give you guys the best conference we can. The last thing I want to cover is our PA Post. It's our monthly newsletter that the state officers write every month. We have 3 issues published currently on the PATSA website, and we would love if you check them out. They're filled with tips, tricks, and updates. We have all of our social media handles on there, a quick little calendar for the upcoming month. They usually come out the first of every month, so definitely be on the lookout for those.
Okay, I'm next. So my main thing is I chair the Regional Representatives Committee. We plan a lot of fun, initiatives based around regionals. So we run like all of the activities that you have there. It's great, if you have changes and you really want to make a difference in your region, it's a great way to kind of get that done. So recently we've been planning stuff and making connections across the state. Hopefully we're going to bring, Mario Kart to some regions this year. We're bringing back the newsletter. We're trying to be more active on regional Instagrams and just a bunch of stuff like that. So always feel free to email me, if you have any suggestions or if you want to join. I still accept people to join. So it's a lot of fun. And then also PA Pin Design was designated as an official event this year. It's similar to Logo, where basically you get to create the design that will be on the pins that we trade at nationals and that we sell at states. Except now you'll get recognition for it as an official event instead of in previous years it's just been a free competition. And then lastly, we're going to be vlogging some stuff at regionals. So if you want to take out, your phones and send in pictures of maybe you or your chapter, feel free to email those to me as well. Or if you have my number or my Instagram, feel free to also do that. That's chill. But yeah, that's what I've been working on.
All right, everyone. I'm up next. So as your state secretary, my main priority is chairing the outreach committee. In the past, the main focus of the outreach committee has been getting corporate sponsorship for PATSA, so that's something we're definitely continuing this year. We have the committee split into 3 subcommittees: the networking, research, and promotional subcommittees. If you want to join, it's really fun. You get to meet a lot of new members from around the state. But also with the Outreach Committee, we have a new initiative this year that I brought on called the Targeted Outreach Initiative, which is split into outreach to CTSOs and schools. So CTSOs are career and technical student organizations. You can see they're all the ones in Pennsylvania are listed up there besides TSA. So the main goal with CTSO outreach is reaching out to the state officer teams of these other CTSOs so that we can learn from each other how to best run our organization. So that's something we're working on with the outreach committee as well as school outreach, where we're reaching out to schools that don't have a chapter to help them learn about TSA and maybe register their own chapters. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, or you have any questions about any of these things, you may be interested in joining outreach, feel free to email me at secretary@phtsa.org. I'd love to hear from you, or for you to join the committee. It's really fun. And that's pretty much it for me.
All right, I'm up next. So I'm your state treasurer, and the main thing I focus on is running the National Service Project Committee. And what that is we try to fundraise money for the American Cancer Society through fundraisers in regionals and at the state conference. So right now in the committee, we're focusing on stuff we can do before the state conference. So we have a few subcommittees going on right now, and currently our initiatives are, we want to update the fundraising page on the PATSA website with a better guide to help any chapter struggling with fundraising money, to see like we can give them free-made fundraising materials and then have a more in-depth guide and tutorials for that. Then we're also planning on putting things on the website that people can download that are like pre-made posters, flyers, and stuff that will just streamline the fundraising process. And then that's about what's going on with the committee right now. And if anyone has any fundraising ideas that they'd like to share, just feel free to email me at treasurer@patsa.org. And that's about it for my committee.
Hi guys, so my main initiative for the state this year is obviously running the Communications and Promotions Committee. So if you're interested in graphic designing or video production, this is definitely the committee for you. Some overall ideas we have for the committee this year is to help brainstorm communication and promotion ideas that you would like to see from us, and to also help create the special interest session posters that are showcased at states. I am the chair of the graphic design committee this year, and so in this subcommittee, we will brainstorm ideas for the social media, create post ideas for the Instagram, and create special interest session posters for the state conference. Another initiative I'm really looking into this year is promotion. So make sure you're following our Instagram at Pennsylvania PATSA, and make sure to share our posts and reels to your personal pages to make sure that all members see the important information we are putting out. That's all I have.
Maybe my screen's lagging? Okay, sorry, I think my screen was probably lagging. I'm Chris, your State Sergeant at Arms. I mainly do two things. So I'm in charge of two different committees. So one's CSAC, or the Conference Sessions and Activities Committee, and one's Inclusivity. So if you've ever been to one of the special interest sessions at the state conference, or you want to plan and host one, then CSAC is the place for you. This is includes games, leadership activities, and so many other different things. Last year there was a scavenger hunt and an escape room, so it includes a bunch of different related ideas. And we also help out with other state conference related items, but primarily the special interest sessions are the main focus. And I've created member feedback forms for members in the state to fill out and to give their input about special interest sessions, but also about the entire state conference. And you can find those in the PA post and on the Instagram. And I encourage you all to fill out and tell your chapters to fill it out, so it gives us, as state officers, an idea of what you guys are looking for. And then the other main committee I run is the Inclusivity Committee, which is a relatively new committee, and we're still working exactly with what ideas and goals we want to accomplish, but a few of them include helping students find access to different resources. For example, if they need a screen printer, we want to be able to show them where they can access one. We're also working to create promotional material for chapters to encourage students with disabilities to join teams in other areas to promote a more inclusive environment. And we're also probably going to work with outreach to figure out how to find ways to start possible chapters. And I've also been able to bring back cybersecurity. It is being held at the state conference, and you're welcome to come and compete. It's going to run basically the same way as it did 2 years ago. So yeah, it'll be a good time. That's all I have for me. Email sergeant_@arms@patsa.org if you want to join any of the committees or if you have any questions.
So unfortunately, Julia, our historian, was not able to be here tonight, but she also helps me co-chair the Communications and Promotions Committee. And her side of it is more the video editing and production. So she chairs the subcommittee of video production. So if you want help work on or brainstorming new content ideas that you would like to see on our social media or YouTube page, this would be the subcommittee to join. You are also able to help us create scripts for future videos and work on creating digital rules for the PA-only events. And then again, she's also working on the promotion. So she's saying to make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There is new content posted monthly on there.
Okay, so as parliamentarian, my main responsibilities are to chair BARC and co-chair CSAC. So currently for CSAC, we're trying to narrow down a list of special interest sessions that everybody would want to see at the state conference. So we're trying to see which ones members liked most from last year and then add new ones in. And if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to email either Krish or I. And then one of our ideas that we had was to have a state officer leadership session, which would basically pair up members from the state officer team and explain just our basic duties and responsibilities that would give members more of an insight as to what our responsibilities are. Then for BARC, we're currently working on drafting a bylaw amendment that would implement a 50% majority vote for unopposed candidates, and we will begin sending out our forms at the end of January.
Does anyone have any questions before we move on to our next 4 segments, I'm so sorry, of chapter fundraising? Any questions? No? Okay, Boy, take it away.
Okay, so I've prepared for you guys 6 big tips that you can. First is to get started as soon as possible, because a good fundraiser takes a lot of time to plan, and all the logistics and gathering materials and any communication delay, like any problems with that, it needs time for you to work through. So the sooner you can start with planning a fundraiser and getting through all those steps, the better it is. Secondly, you need to collaborate, because it can get really overwhelming if you try to plan a large fundraiser on your own. So the best thing you can do is get a few friends together and just work through all the steps by yourself. And sometimes there's stuff that you don't think about. So it's great to have other people working alongside you. And along those same lines is working with school staff and administration, because they have a large extent that they can help you with. And then if you have any ideas, you can go talk to them and see how they can help you as well. Third is to know your audience. If you want to get a lot of sales or fundraise the most amount of money, you have to specifically be able to target people and know what they like, so you'll get the most out of it. And then you also probably should try to incorporate elements from outside your target demographic to bring in the most amount of people as possible to get them interested in the fundraiser so you can raise more money. Fourthly is to advertise, because a well-planned fundraiser is really meaningless if no one shows up and no one knows about it. So spread the word on social media, on your school networks, such as the school announcement system. And then if you hang around some posters, stuff like that. And then getting help from teachers is a great way as well. Just have them talk to the class before or in homerooms. And the fifth is to expand your horizons. If possible, you should find a cause that resonates in your community and try to build a fundraiser around it. So you should try to speak with local businesses and see how you guys can work together for a common goal. And 6 is not to get discouraged. Even if your fundraiser doesn't go as well as you'd hope it would, any amount of money raised still helps the cause, and there's already more chances in the future for you to fundraise more. And that's about it.
Haley, go ahead with chapter social media tip.
So sorry. So some chapter social media tips we have for you. So as the state, we do a weekly, bi-weekly content schedule. So I like to try and post things one week on Mondays and Fridays, but then the next week on Wednesdays. But obviously, if we have more information to post, there will be more posts within a week. And then something else we like to do is diversify our posts. We like to do Instagram stories, post, and then interactive features like Reels in our YouTube videos, just to mix it up a little bit so it's not the same thing over and over again.
Moving on to regional conferences by Marco.
Okay, so as you guys hopefully know, regional conferences are approaching. I think there's like 60 days or something until mine, but they're taking place on the weekends of the 20th, 27th of January, and then the 3rd of February. So make sure you know what date and where you're going. That's kind of like a chapter thing. But basically, if your region hasn't sent it out already, most of them do something called a read document, which I'm sure you know what that is. It includes a bunch of helpful information, so definitely make sure to check it out, especially for your events, because it includes important changes that you'll need to participate in. It might also have stuff like information about your Wi-Fi, or like if your region has a group chat, or what money to bring. So if you haven't heard this before, maybe ask your chapter advisor, but not all of the regions have finalized their read documents yet. And then also, as mentioned before, there's a bunch of different special interest sessions hosted at regionals. They're great for downtime for your chapter if you have nothing to do. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to email me again at vice_president at ptsa.org. And then we're also going to be doing regional newsletters. So these will be sent out to chapter advisors early January. So if you don't get it, make sure to ask your chapter advisor about it. But it's going to have things like important dates, regional tips, a bunch of links to resources, and all of the activities that you're going to be doing. So, yeah.
Moving on to the state conference, which is quite a while away, but we like to discuss it now. So running for state office, applications will open in February, and they're usually due 3 weeks prior to the state conference. If you have any questions or want any help with running for state office, you can contact Ms. Leatherman, or you can contact any of the senior state officers. So it would be me, Krish, Julia, or Porgy. And then Margot and Will lead the group discussion.
Okay, fire. Will and I are going to lead this great group discussion about dates. Will, take it away.
All right, so to help make this year's state conference, we want to get some feedback from you. So we want to hear what you guys liked about last year's state conference that we should bring back, or anything you think we could improve on, or special interest sessions you'd like to see. Any of those things. If you have any input for us, let's hear it. Feel free to either raise your hand or put it in chat.
Ava, I see you unmuted.
Oh, Olivia's typing.
Let's go.
How do you raise your hand? That's a great question.
I think you can just go out and talk if you have something to say.
Yeah, you can just talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. I literally only use Discord for TSA. So I am not tech savvy with it at all. But I really liked on CAPSI last year we made like a how-to states. And I think it ended up being like 20 something pages. But I found it really fun to make and also to give to my middle schoolers. We had like 13 sixth grade boys who had no clue what they were doing at states. And I gave them all the packet and they actually kind of knew what they were doing after. So I think as a part of CAPSI, it could be really beneficial to do something like that again this year.
Yeah, I love that.
I really love to hear that feedback. We had a lot of members use it. The way we did it, I'm able to see how many people actually accessed it, and we had over 1,000 accesses during the state conference. So if any of you guys need that toolkit, it is still available on our state website, and we're going to update it before we do the next state conference, just so that everything's correct and updated.
Layla's typing now. Must be a long message.
She has lots of feedback for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely feedback that we've gotten a lot about the printers, and we're definitely trying to fix it this year. We have it in the works. I just, I can't provide anything because we don't have it finalized, but we're definitely trying to help you guys. We didn't offer printing this year at all for students, but I know that in the past you have had to pay for it before. But don't worry, guys. We're definitely working on it.
Yeah. Christian Porvy, I think we kind of stole what you were supposed to talk about. So you guys can take it over.
All good.
Maybe you could open up if people have questions too about states.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys have anything you want to say about states, or if you want to talk about some special interest sessions you want to see, and then I don't know if Charlie's had mentioned it, but instead of trophies, we're going to move to medals this year because it reduces the amount of waste that it's that comes with it. So it'll be more eco-friendly. So go us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're going to be really.
Yeah, they will be pretty cool. I agree. Does anyone have any questions or special interests in particular or anything like that?
I like karaoke.
Oh, good to know.
Just
we'll bring it
put
back.
That out there.
We'll bring it back just for you. You better be like on stage, being like the only one singing.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing a solo, guys. Get ready.
Yeah. Escape room, yes. I think the plan is to give escape room more time this year, and see if we can work around with the timings a little bit. But that's that's part of the plan. The dance party, that'll definitely happen. That's like a staple, if I have to say, every state conference.
Please send me the video of oh my gosh, talent show with full Just My Karaoke. Okay, exactly. Ava, please send me the video. Trust. We were really good.
I think we should have the Eras Tour Margot's version at the state conference.
That'll be the fundraising goal.
Stop.
That'll be our biggest fundraiser, I think.
I sang Anti-Hero with Elijah last year as a duet at karaoke before I had to go. So if you guys missed out on that, make sure to go to karaoke this year. You know, part 2.
It's okay, Olivia.
McKenna, I want the video. Send it to me.
Just outed Ava for no reason. I think the thumbs down emoji really solidifies it.
Okay, should we move on to Q&A session?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
So do you guys have any questions for us? I know we just had that discussion, but do you guys have any questions for us, whether it be like about TSA, about regionals, about states, not about TSA, just literally throw anything out there if you want. Oh, Ava's typing, I'm scared.
So usually with regionals, Region 9, do you guys have the 20th? Yeah, you guys have the 20th. So we try to split it between 3 weeks. It's usually the last 2 weeks of January and then the first week of February. It just so happens, traditionally with the schools, it changes when we organize everything. So it's more of like your regional coordinator and the school organizing that. So unfortunately, yeah, in the future, yours might be early again next year. It used to be in February, and winter break was before early. Oh, okay, yeah.
Early submission before winter break.
Yeah, Region 3 has really early, early submission. That's Mr. Kaufmel, Mr. Dwyer type of thing. I can't fix that, and none of us can fix that. But unfortunately, these things might continue to be really early. Send him hate mail. Okay, don't. I can't condone that.
On the bright side of early regional, you have more time to get ready for state. Once you see how everything goes at regional.
I'm gonna say that.
Kind of have an advantage. Everybody does. But it's good.
But okay. Well, winter break, I would agree, that's like peak time to do your events. So hopefully you have a good mix of early and not early. If not, good luck to you. I'm really, I'll be thinking of you in these coming weeks. Half and half. That's so real. But yeah, with the original question, Ava, unfortunately, yes. Yeah.
Another long Ava message isn't out.
Oh, no, she went away.
Never mind.
You scared her off. What is wrong with you?
Whoops. I mean, the Eagles are playing right now, so. Anybody have any other questions?
Yeah. Do we have any other questions?
We'd love to hear from you. whatever's on your mind, just go. Let's go. We have someone new.
I don't think we have any more questions, so we're gonna move on.
No, they're typing. They're typing.
Sorry.
Yeah, hold on.
Come on, Charlize. Look
Sorry,
at the.
sorry.
Have the chat open.
I do have the chat open.
But yeah, in the meantime, I'm doing good. Thanks if you guys were wondering. My teams are very interested.
The same as you would if you were getting a trophy. So chapter team would get 6, board game would get 2. It'd just be the same numbers. It would just be a medal instead of a trophy.
That's actually great because now I don't have to try to like hold 5 trophies at once. When I win every event, I can just wear all my medals.
Oh. Okay, well,
the modesty.
If you guys think about it, it's really good because I don't know if your school does this, but you know, like sports, you can wear your TSA medals at graduation. You can be like, look at all these flexes that I have. And instead of like, what are you going to wear the trophy? You can't do that. So we can pose like Michael Phelps. Exactly. The pictures are about to be so fire. I can't wait for everyone's. It's all for your convenience. That's crazy.
It is, really.
But, yeah.
Please make sure to spread that to your chapters. We don't want any chapters getting confused when they're getting medals at states. We're going to publicize it as best we can, but we definitely need your guys' help to share that with your chapters. Yes. They are being replaced with trophies, rather. The trophies are being replaced. Yes, top 3 will get medals, and then the rest of the finalists, which is top 10, will get pins as well. It's just completely replacing the trophies.
Yeah, no trophies at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to wear the medals. That's part of the appeal. It's gonna be great, guys. Don't worry.
Well.
Margot, I don't know if you saw this. Okay, let's go. I can send you Olivia's contact too if that works. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Let's get a live reaction. I'm not gonna out Ava.
We will start getting, we have Dr. Litinsky working on getting us proofs of the medals before we officially order them, and as soon as we do, we'll be sending out it on the social media for you guys to see what they look like. And we're maybe gonna do a fun little skit. We'll see.
Ooh.
Please no.
Oh, it could be fun.
All for it.
Yeah, good, Chris. Any more questions?
Okay, don't worry, guys. We're doing the skit just for you. We're gonna dedicate it.
Oh. We're gonna give you a shout out at States saying this is for the people.
I have a question actually. So I think we should actually make a Patreon, and only the people in the Patreon can see this skit. As for my favorite event, it used to be chapter team, but as of last year, Drone Challenge has taken over. I was actually working on my drone today. I'm very excited. So, yeah, that's my favorite event. It's really hard, but it's rewarding to finish the drone and fly it. Yeah, that's basically what I was like last year. It's kind of hard if you don't have experience to start, but watched a lot of YouTube videos and set some things on fire by accident, but we got there. So it takes some work, but it's fun.
The chapter's drone team did not fly and got third at regionals last year, guys. So you have hope. Don't worry.
That's the good
Great.
thing with
Thank you, Olivia.
No one knows what they're doing, so the bar is really low.
Just like PA pin design and PA cybersecurity, new events that you should definitely consider competing in. That was a great
segue. I agree. Good segue. Totally not discreet.
Thank you.
On our new Patreon, we're going to hold VCRM every day, actually.
Guys, you know what's more fun than the VCRM? The game nights, which we will be having this year.
True.
We had a ton of fun last year, so we'll be getting those out soon. Which is basically this, but with games and fun things.
Very fun. Can we do wheel?
Yes. So if you guys attended, you are in the raffle to win a free PATSA pin. There are 3 of you. There's 5 of you, I think, and 3 of you will be receiving a pin. So while Will pulls up the wheel, please fill out the survey for us just to get your feedback. So we'll go ahead and spin while I send this in the chat.
All right, first spin. Here we go.
Oh,
Ava.
Yeah, Eva, congratulations. All right, 4 left. Alright, last one. What's it gonna be? Good job. Congratulations, everyone.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. So it states, we'll remind you, we'll reach out through Discord that you have won a free pin, and then just swing by Stag Pass and one of us will give you your free pin and state conference. But thank you so much for coming tonight. If you could just take a few minutes to fill out our survey, it will take, I swear, 30 seconds. But we hope to see you at our March virtual chapter rep meeting. And if you didn't get a pin tonight, you do have a chance to win a pin at our March meeting. We're only allowed to give 3 pins for virtual chapter reps meeting, unfortunately. But if you are there in March, you might have a chance. So thank you guys so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.